N-type semiconductor, N-type germanium sample in this case, has a donor concentration 10 raised to 21 per meter cube and thickness equal to 3 millimeter, used in a Hall effect experimental setup. If B is equal to 0.5 Tesla, current density J is equal to 500 ampere per meter square, find Hall voltage. So here the concentration of carriers, it is N-type semiconductor, so concentration of electrons will be equal to concentration of donors, that is equal to 10 raised to 21 per meter cube. The thickness of the sample is given as 3 millimeters. So we can write this D to be equal to 3 millimeters. Magnetic field B is given as 0.5 Weber per meter square. Tesla means Weber per meter square. And J is equal to 500 ampere per meter square. We are asked to find out Hall voltage. So we have obtained the relation for Hall voltage. VH is equal to BI upon NEW. That is BID upon NEW. That is BID upon NEA. Just multiplied and divided by D here, and we got WD. The WD will be equal to area of cross section. So VH is equal to BID upon NEA. I upon A is J. Because the current density is given to us, we want to get the relation for VH in terms of J. So we got it. VH is equal to BJD upon NE. This I upon A is replaced by J. Now VH is equal to BJD upon NE. All the values are known. We can calculate VH. B is 0.5 Tesla. J is 500 ampere per meter square. D is 3 millimeters. That is 3 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. N is 10 raised to 21 per meter cube, and E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19. So we can do the calculation with the calculator, and VH can be obtained as 4.688 into 10 raised to minus 3 volts. So 4.688 millivolts is the answer. The mobility of hole is mu h, that is equal to 0.025 meter square per volt second. What would be the resistivity of p-type silicon if the Hall coefficient of the sample is 2.25 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter cube per coulomb? So Hall coefficient is written as meter cube per coulomb. It is given as 2.25 into 10 raised to minus 5 meter cube per coulomb, and this is a p-type semiconductor, p-type silicon. So RH will be equal to 1 upon PE, where P is the hole concentration. Mobility of hole is given, that is 0.025 meter square per volt second, and we are asked to find out resistivity of this p-type silicon. Now resistivity is equal to 1 upon conductivity, and conductivity is given by PE mu h. Conductivity of p-type semiconductor can be written as PE mu h, where P is hole concentration, E is charge on the electron, that will be charge on the hole, and mu h is mobility of hole. Resistivity is 1 upon conductivity, so that will be 1 upon PE mu h, and 1 upon PE is nothing but RH. So we can write resistivity to be equal to RH into 1 upon mu h. Now RH is given to us 2.25 into 10 raised to minus 5, mu h is given to us 0.025. So we can do the calculation and resistivity can be calculated. So in this case resistivity comes out to be 9 into 10 raised to minus 4 ohm meter. So this is the answer. In a Hall effect experiment, a potential difference of 4.5 microvolts is developed across a foil of zinc of thickness 0.02 millimeter while carrying a current of 1.5 ampere in a direction perpendicular to applied magnetic field of 2 Tesla. Calculate Hall coefficient for zinc and concentration of electrons. So here given things are, Hall voltage is given to us 4.5 microvolts, potential difference is developed across the foil. So it is Hall voltage 4.5 microvolts, that is 4.5 into 10 raised to minus 6 volts. I is given to us 1.5 amperes, B is given to us 2 Tesla, and thickness of the sample is given 0.02 millimeter. So this thickness in this case will assume to be in the direction of the magnetic field. So we know the relation for VH, Hall voltage is given by BI upon NEW. In this problem we are asked to find out RH, the Hall coefficient, and concentration of electrons. So RH is equal to 1 upon Ne. So from this relation for VH we can write 1 upon Ne to be equal to VHW upon Bi. So W and Bi are taken on the other side. We can get the relation for RH, that is 1 upon Ne, that is equal to VHW upon Bi. VH is given to us, W is given to us, B is given to us, and I is also given. So we can calculate RH as, using all these values, RH can be calculated as 3 into 10 raised to minus 11 meter cube per coulomb. So first part is done. In the second part we are asked to find concentration of electrons. So by using same relation we can just rearrange the terms, and we can write the relation for N to be equal to Bi upon VHEW. N is equal to Bi upon VH is taken on the other side, VHEW. So B is 2 Tesla, I is 1.5 amperes, VH is 4.5 microvolts, E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19, and W is 0.02 millimeter, that is 0.02 into 10 raised to minus 3 meters. So we can do the calculation, and concentration of electrons can be calculated as 2.083 into 10 raised to 29 per meter cube in this case. A bar of N-type germanium of size 0.010 meter by 0.001 meter by 0.001 meter is mounted in a magnetic field of 2 into 10 raised to minus 1 Tesla, that is 0.2 Tesla. The electron density in the bar is 7 into 10 raised to 21 per meter cube. That means concentration of electrons is 7 into 10 raised to 21 per meter cube. If 1 millivolt is applied across the long ends of the bar, determine the current through the bar and voltage between Hall electrodes placed across the short dimensions of the bar. Assume mobility of electrons equal to 0.39 meter square per volt second. So first take out the data from the problem. Concentration of electrons is given as 7 into 10 raised to 21 per meter cube. So N is equal to 7 into 10 raised to 21 per meter cube. Now this is the bar, this is the long end of the bar. So long end means L we can write as 0.010 meters. Then D and W are of same length, that is 0.001 meter, 0.001 meter. So D is equal to W, that is equal to 0.001 meter. The magnetic field is 0.2 Tesla, 2 into 10 raised to minus 1. V voltage applied across the long ends is 10 raised to minus 3 volts. So this is that voltage actually. Voltage applied across the long ends 10 raised to minus 3 volts. We are asked to find out what is the current flowing through the bar. So this current we are asked to find. Current flowing through the bar due to this voltage 10 raised to minus 3 applied across the long ends. And we are also asked to find out the Hall voltage produced. So first let us find the current. Current through the bar is given by NEVA, where V is drift velocity of the electrons, N is concentration of electrons, E is charge on the electrons, and A is area of cross section of the bar. Area of cross section of the bar can be written as D into W. And drift velocity can be written as mu into E, because mobility mu is defined as average drift velocity per unit electric field. So V can be written as mu into E. E is electric field, that can be written as V upon L. So E is equal to V upon L. Now this V is 10 raised to minus 3 volts and L is length of the bar, that is 0.010 meters. So this is the relation that we will use for calculating the current I. N is given to us 7 into 10 raised to 21 per meter cube. E is, we know, 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Mu, mobility of electrons, is given to us 0.39 meter square per volt second. V is given 10 raised to minus 3 volts. L is given 0.010 meters. D is also given 0.001 meters and W is also given 0.001 meter. So by using this calculation, the current flowing through the bar can be calculated. So this meter will show us the current equal to 43.68 into 10 raised to minus 6 amperes. That is 43.68 microamperes. So the first part of the problem is over. We calculated the current I to be 43.68 microamperes. Second part, we are asked to find out voltage between the Hall electrodes. So this Hall voltage we are asked to find. We know the relation for Hall voltage is BI upon NEW. B is given to us 0.2 Tesla. I we just now calculated 43.68 into 10 raised to minus 6 amperes. N is given to us 7 into 10 raised to 21. E we know 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 and W is given to us 0.001 meters. So we can calculate the Hall voltage, the voltage between the Hall electrodes. With the calculator we can calculate this and the value obtained is 7.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 volts, that is 7.8 microvolts. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, then please subscribe to the channel so that you will get timely intimation of new videos uploaded to the channel. Thank you very much.